Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second trivia of the week. And you know what that means? It's 3 rounds of trivia with Doug at the Tualatin Public Library. And what we've got for you today, 3 rounds, 8 questions each. And at the end of all the questions, I'm going to go ahead and read you the answers. So, as always, go at your own pace, pause if you need to, rewind if you need to, take as much time as you need. This is not a race. So here we go. Round one, question one. Round one is called We Got a Little Category here, and this is small stuff trivia. Number one. This battle is also known as Custer's Last Stand. This battle is also known as Custer's Last Stand. Number two. He's the nephew of Scooby-Doo and often accompanies the gang on their wacky adventures. Number three. Scientists measure very small objects with this 6-letter unit equal to 1/1 millionth of a meter. A 6-letter unit that is 1/1 millionth of a meter. Number 4. Micro is a techno-thriller novel by this author of Jurassic Park. The author. Number 5. In the Ant-Man films, Ant-Man's suit is powered by vials of this material, named after its creator. What is the name of the material that makes Ant-Man's suit do its thing? Number 6. All atoms are composed of these 3 basic types of particles. I need all 3. Basic types of particles, all 3 of them. Number 7. Her benefactor is Daddy Warbucks. What is this character's name? Her benefactor is Daddy Warbucks. And number 8. In this Tim Burton film, space invaders use a shrink ray to miniaturize and crush a man protecting the President of the United States. A Tim Burton film with space invaders. Okay, whenever you're ready, I'm going to move into round number 2. Here is round number 2, and it's called Fe, as in F-E, because all the answers will begin with the letters F and E. Here we go, number 1. This black and white cartoon cat had his debut at the beginning of the 20th century silent film era. Number 2. This flaky mineral makes up over 40% of the Earth's crust and is found both in igneous and metamorphic rocks. A mineral that makes up 40% of the Earth's crust. Number 3. On the show Seinfeld, this secular holiday has been celebrated by the Costanza family for many years. And number 4. So this is a person and their last name begins with F-E. This Nobel Prize winning American physicist helped develop the atomic bomb during World War II and was a promoter of physics and science in general with a series of books and lectures. A very famous American physicist. Number 5. This opioid is the most common cause of overdose deaths in the United States. A opioid. Number 6. This fox, native to the Sahara Desert, is known for its extremely large ears and sandy brown coloration. And number 7. This is a large artery in the thigh and is also the main arterial supply of blood to the thigh and leg. What is the name of this artery? And number 8, my favorite, this children's film is an adaptation from a 1936 book about a bull who would rather smell flowers than fight. What is the name of this film and also this character? And okay, round 3. Round 3 is called Lit Bits, and we have various literature-related trivia for you. So here we go. Number 1. Hamlet called him a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. Number 2. The title of this Hemingway story is comprised of 6 words, each of which has only 3 letters. 6 words, 3 letters has the title of this Hemingway story. Number 3, she's the only female character in all of the Winnie the Pooh stories. The only female character in all the Winnie the Pooh stories. Number 4, a Pulitzer Prize winning play in which the main character commits suicide for the insurance money. A Pulitzer Prize winning play in which the main character commits suicide for the insurance money. Number 5, this book partially centers on the production and control of a rare and powerful drug called mélange, or spice. Number 6, this children's book begins with a young farm girl asking her mother, "Where's Papa going with that axe?" Begins this famous children's book. Number 7, which Lewis Carroll poem mentions a frumious Bandersnatch? A frumious Bandersnatch. And the final question of the day, although Shakespeare wrote many plays about kings, he only wrote one play with a queen as the title character. Who was it? Who is the character? Who's the queen? Okay, so now we're going to loop back to round 1 and read you guys some answers. So take as long as you need because here I go. I'm going to start giving you the answers. Also known as Custer's Last Stand, this is the Battle of Little Bighorn. Number 2, Scooby-Doo's nephew is Scrappy-Doo. And a 6-letter unit, 1/1,000,000th of a meter, is a micron. And the author of Jurassic Park and Micro is Michael Crichton. And the Ant-Man film's Ant-Man suit is powered by Pym particles, named after the creator. And all atoms are composed of protons, neutrons, and electrons. And number 7, her benefactor is Daddy Warbucks. This is Little Orphan Annie. And Tim Burton film in which space invaders have a shrink gun, Mars Attacks. Great movie. Not really, but I really enjoy it. It's worth watching. Okay, round 2, Fe. A black and white cartoon cat made his debut at the beginning of the 20th century. Felix the cat. And a flaky mineral that makes up over 40% of the Earth's crust. This is feldspar. Feldspar. And number 3, on Seinfeld, a secular holiday celebrated by the Costanza family, Festivus, a Festivus for the rest of us. And a Nobel Prize winning American physicist who helped develop the atomic bomb. This is Richard Feynman. And number 5, a opioid that's the most common cause of overdose deaths. This is fentanyl, really nasty stuff. Number 6, a fox native to the Sahara Desert with really big ears and sandy brown coloration, the fennec fox. And the large artery in the thigh, that's the main arterial blood supply to the thigh and leg. This is the femoral artery. And a children's film, which is an adaptation of a book about a bull who would rather smell flowers than fight, Ferdinand, great story. And round 3, lit bits. Hamlet called him a fellow of infinite jest, Yorick, as in, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. A fellow of infinite jest. Number 2, a title of Hemingway's story, 6 words, each of which has 3 letters, The Old Man and the Sea. And the only female character in Winnie the Pooh, this is Kanga, Kanga the kangaroo. And a Pulitzer Prize winning play in which the main character commits suicide for the insurance money. This is Death of a Salesman. Great, great, sad play. And number 5, a book that partially centers on the production and control of a rare and powerful drug called mélange or spice. This is Dune. The spice must flow. In a children's book in which a young farm girl asks her mother, "Where's Papa going with that axe?" Charlotte's Web, also amazing book. And number 7, which Lewis Carroll poem mentions a frumious Bandersnatch. This is Jabberwocky. I read this for Poetry Month in April, and you can find it on the City of Tualatin's YouTube page. You should check it out. And number 8, last but not least, Shakespeare wrote many plays about kings, but only one with a queen as the title character. Who was it? This is Cleopatra from Antony and Cleopatra. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for participating. That was three more rounds of trivia from the Tualatin Public Library. And I will see you next week with two more sets of trivia. And in the meantime, have a wonderful weekend out there. This has been Doug with the Tualatin Library. Stay happy and healthy, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.